Hi, this is Marty with Skincare Science, and welcome back for another video. As you can see, I have the name of a facial. It's called Brightening Facial, 75 minutes, and it's $150. If you've watched the other videos, you probably can understand why there's nothing written here. And the reason why is because obviously it's not stated to me with regards to from the client where I got these facials on their menu from, but is there a chemical acid peel going on here? So there's other things going on that are beyond the information that I was given. Based on that, or based on the way I see it, connecting the dots between what this facial is versus the other ones, I'm a little unclear. If you take all of them together and you look at what I talked about, what the overall message is, it's educating the client on what to use at home. Communication, client control. The way these are named, priced, and the time frame tells me more of a one-off or specific pay for service done. The reason I'm exaggerating it in calling it black or white is because everything in between is what muddies up the water. Take that however you want. Disagree with it completely, that's fine, but I'm pretty sure what's going to be what you're saying or what's going to be said to me as I filter the the emails and texts that I get, all right, regarding these videos is, well, what about this, or what about that, what about this? Well, that's exactly my point. What about this? What about that? That's why you're doing it for 75 minutes. That's why you're doing it for 150. That's why you're saying what you're saying with regards to the marketing machine of the skincare industry. That's why you're doing it. So take what I say and just put it over here on the left part of your brain, and when it applies, use it. When it benefits you, makes you more successful, use it. If it doesn't make you more successful, don't use it. If it harms your salon or practice or way of thinking, don't think about it at all. Just ignore it. You're not going to hurt my feelings. I want you to be successful. Okay. Brightening Facial, 75 minutes for $150. If you haven't watched it, watch the video on anti-aging level 1s and level 2. Apply everything that I said in that video to the Brightening Facial. And now I'm going to talk about Brightening Facial as it relates to that word and lightening the skin. Okay? All right. I love my markers. Okay, all right. Brightening equals lightening. What two products within the Serene line do that? Skin Renewal 10 Serum and Skin Renewal Serum. Active ingredient in Skin Renewal 10 Serum is 10% glycolic acid. That's where the 10 comes in. Does that relate to units consumed in a day by your skin by topical application? Yes. Skin Renewal 10 Serum, 10% glycolic acid, 2% hydroquinone. This formula is 30, 40 years old. I mean, it's 50. It is the gold standard, and hydroquinone is the gold standard. 2%, actually it's 1.8 to 1.9 in the formula, is the most that you can use without a prescription. Doctors can prescribe 4 and higher. Would I? I would not. Skin Renewal Serum is a product that was tested, tried and true on Asian skin. What's the difference? Skin Renewal 10 Serum is not to be used consecutively all the time. Skin Renewal Serum can be. Would I? No, I would not. How do these products work? I'm going to go ahead and delete all of this, and I'm going to, or erase all of it, and then I'm going to go ahead and talk about how these products work within the melanocyte cells and give you a basic overview of that. Later on I'll do a video that talks just about that, just so I do it, but it's important in this one because the claim is brighter, brightening skin, brightening facial, 75 minutes, $150. What's going on here? Okay, the client is going to need a good amount of time to listen to you explain why they're doing what they're doing as it relates, and don't forget, the regenerating cycle, because these products go like that. On again, off again. Prior to extreme exfoliation, off healing. I'm sorry, prior to exfoliation, treatment, products, off these products, give the skin time to regenerate, and then back on it again. I'll go ahead and discuss next how these products do that job. To explain just how the melanocyte cells function and the melanin unit and pigmentation is not complicated from a bird's eye view. So that's what I'm going to discuss in this video, is a bird's eye view of the melanocyte cell, a melanocyte unit, and basically how those two products function and do their job within the skin. All right, I don't want to start and stop too much, but let me draw a little thing here like I normally do. Okay. A melanin unit is basically just, it's rather complicated, but it's basically, and this here is like 36 cells that the melanocyte cell attaches to. What I need to do is tell you or describe to you from a bird's eye view how these two products, and any product like them, does its job as it relates to the melanocyte cell. Okay. Pigmentation that is in the skin or that has been produced prior to the use or the application of any topical products that are meant to reduce pigmentation or halt its action or help with fine lines and wrinkles and anti-aging issues. It's rather complicated. All right, it's already there. You can't do you can't do Michael Jackson skin lightening or anything like that. There's products out there that will just remove the pigmentation. I've seen it. Don't do it. They're all bad. You know, they're all bad. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and put pigmentation in here because I have to. That's a lot, but I have to represent, and I have to represent it in the illustration I'm about to do. But also know that pigmentation, other than one article that I read that I cannot find again, that relates to a private study done by a massive skincare company. It wasn't L'Oreal, but it was one of those massive global skincare companies, found proof in dermal pigmentation. I lost the article, I can't find it, I don't know if they took it back, once on the internet, always on the internet, I can't find it. Do I believe it for the fact that I know who they are and I know what their capabilities are? I do. Do I talk about it? I do not. With that said, I'm not going to complicate this by entering into a discussion about dermal pigmentation. I am only going to address this topic from a bird's eye view in the melanocyte cell and unit as it relates to the pigmentation that is produced in the epidermis. Okay? All right. The pigmentation that is already there, that you see, is represented, and this is how I've always done this. Okay? It's on an island. On an island. See that? Okay. How does the melanocyte cell transfer the pigmentation when assaulted? And we are not talking about the pigmentation that is as a result of tanning and or the color of our skin. That's deeper conversation. That's not bird's eye view. It's not for today. Okay? All right. Oh, and by the way, there's nothing I can do. I'm going to be like this the whole time. Like that, so, all right. Okay. I'll try not to do it because it really irritates me, but all right. So we have this, okay, represents that, and my truck represents the melanocyte cell, the melanin unit, okay? When the skin is assaulted, the truck melanocyte cell produces pigmentation and drives over the bridge and distributes it on the island. When the skin is assaulted, the melanocyte cell within a melanin unit, that's what the whole thing is called, moves the pigmentation through and into neighboring cells or the cells within the melanin unit. That is how pigmentation is created when the skin is assaulted, bird's eye view. This truck is the delivery mechanism that nature calls upon to deliver the pigmentation where it's needed as a result of the assault on the skin. The pigmentation that is already here, has to be removed by other means. Skin Renewal 10 serum and Skin Renewal serum will not affect what is already there. Period, end of story. That's how they function. There's no way getting around it. So how does this relate to a brightening facial? How does this all relate? Regenerating, change the color. Regenerating cycle. Okay? Each one of these points is a week, let's call it. This is a 2-week cycle. You would normally want more, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, if you're going to continually use glycolic acid at 3%, at 5%, units consumed daily is under 10, there's no reason for Skin Renewal serum. There's just not. I'm sorry, Skin Renewal 10 serum. Skin Renewal serum, yes, because that product is more in line with a topical product used to retard or reduce, to inhibit the melanocyte cells in the unit of producing that pigmentation. It's like a quasi-brightening, but it's not functioning like a pigmentation removal product. Okay? There's some out there that are horrendous. All right. What I need to do is relate this to a high-end chemical peel or a trichloroacetic acid peel or a Gesner. And high-end is 35% or higher. All right. You have, how am I going to do this? 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Okay. This can be 1 to 2 weeks prior to the peel, 1 to 2 weeks after. This is the step, this is the environment where you would want to use Skin Renewal 10 serum and not Skin Renewal serum. Are you going to use Skin Renewal 10 or Skin Renewal serum on Fitzpatrick? 3s on the small scale. You are not. Obviously. Never. Okay. Does this have to be 2 weeks? It doesn't. It can be 1 week. But the important thing to remember is to inhibit this melanocyte cell and unit from producing this pigmentation. You have to apply it in the PM or the AM, it doesn't matter, but you must be consistent. It is not a light switch. It is a build-up. It is the melanocyte cell consumes it. Oh, what is this? Oh, what is this again? Oh, what is this again, 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 again? And then it stops. It removes it from the skin. Then it starts to go back to normal. The whole process is not on and off. It takes time. Okay? So, what are we doing by doing things this way? We are giving the skin added help on the assault we're about to do to it. It's pretty much that simple. How does it relate to this facial, the brightening facial, and the protocols in the treatment? Well, the education to the client on this particular product, and then also letting them understand that we're going to use AHA 12 for like 3 days solid in the PM, and we're going to assault the skin. We're going to go ahead and use AHA 15 refining gel, and we're going to put it on the skin, leave it on the skin for 3 to 5 minutes, and for 2 nights in a row, 3 nights in a row, and we're going to do a at-home chemical peel, basically. That's what's happening here. 1 to 2 weeks, 1 to 2 weeks, off, on. Skin Renewal Serum, because you can use it more often than not, and it doesn't act like, and the differences between the two products. All right. This is Skin Renewal 10 Serum. This is Skin Renewal Serum. With me? All right. This is time. This is time for each product. Start, and finish. Okay? These two products will not work the same. Skin Renewal 10 Serum is going to get to the finish line 2 weeks. Skin Renewal Serum is going to take 3 to 4 weeks. Those are not accurate numbers. They are only to help you understand that hydroquinone combined with glycolic acid is a strong product and should not be taken lightly. If you used Skin Renewal 10 Serum every day, that would be a tremendous amount of units as it relates to the combination with hydroquinone. Hydroquinone is a very strong product. That's why it's limited to 2%. It's the gold standard in skin lightening or skin inhibiting the creation of pigmentation through the melanocyte cells or the melanin unit as it relates to a predetermined assault on the skin like a chemical peel or whatever, like microdermabrasion or dermaplaning. I hope you understand the connection between all of those services. All right. Back to the point here. It's not 2 weeks. It's not 3 to 4 weeks. I just want you to know that Skin Renewal 10 Serum is going to get to the finish line sooner than Skin Renewal Serum with ActiWhite and not having glycolic acid and or the hydroquinone as a combination. The Brightening Facial, this is the most important part of it. This also explains how skin lightening products work. Anyone that claims a reduction in the melanocyte or melanin unit to be able to produce pigmentation when assaulted is working in the same manner. This is a bird's eye view. I hope that it helps and to give you an idea. How long is this video? And you have 75 minutes to discuss with the client and help them and go over this education, because they clearly need to understand this. Oh, and while using these products, sun avoidance, it's ridiculous. Yeah, you just can't. Well, what's the point? What are we doing here? Okay? Yeah, so if a client comes to you and says, I'm going on vacation, I want the brightening facial, the answer is no. It's that simple. That's all I got. Thank you for watching. This is Marty with Skincare Science, and we'll see you in the next video.